which gives you a really good view across Dover. Well worth a look if you want to explore more widely. Right, we're going to issue torches to those who haven't got their own.
Hey. Right, who would like a torch? You got one?
Right. Those that need torches,
come forward.
Quick, quick, quick.
Right. I'm going to make you swear an oath that you're going to get this back before you
Lovely.
okay?
Yeah, I've already done it.
He's good at oaths. He is.
Lovely
He knows some
doors,
really
like
good
the
ones.
other Sally Pauls.
Any more? Right.
Lovely.
Please do not leave and take your time.
Amazing door.
You right?
I knew it would be doors like
Box,
that.
I'll
in
leave the
there.
box
And
by
it's
the
the
door
wide
here.
stairs like any other Sally
Please make sure
Pauls
they
as
come back
well.
into the box at the end of the day.
Glad the old doors are there.
Do note as you're going up the stairs, the reason you've got those you've got sort of flat bits either side is because you're putting your gun on a little platform with wheels, so you can winch it down. So it's designed for its purpose. The Victorians were very good at thinking things through. So it's that's why. And you'll also notice on the left, just before we go up the stairs, you'll notice there's a sort of recess in the wall. That's a thing that was added in the last war as a base for an Elsan toilet. That's an insertion from the last war.
Would we have had the old doors on here the same as well, wouldn't we?
The doors are still there, actually.
Yeah, I meant on here.
Gates as well.
Oh, with the gates. Yeah, I was going to say
Gates
it was
on the
either the
outside,
gates or the
doors on the
doors. Yeah.
inside.
We have got remnants of iron gates upstairs.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
cool.
And then on the right, as you go up those stairs, you'll also see a slit in the wall, and that's always a marker for fort explorers. That means you've got a magazine somewhere close by, because what you've got is a huge cavity wall that runs all the way back round the magazine. That one's for an expense magazine, in other words, expendable ammunition that's already been bagged up, made ready to be used. So that's for this gun battery here, and for that battery there.
As opposed to an expensive magazine, which are the ones my girlfriend buys.
Indeed. There is another big magazine that we'll explore later on, and that's where you make up those charge bags and the ammunition that goes into your expense magazine. Does that sort of make sense? Yeah, okay.
John, before I go out, I'll just mention one point, because it doesn't normally get pointed there. If you have a look at the gun ports and the rifle slits in this wall, you see there's lots of pot marks in the stonework. And you'll see the same again on the inner face of the Caponier number 1 opposite the little tunnel over there. These date from 1865, 1866, when they were conducting trials to fit armoured shields into the gun ports. And they had riflemen standing on the corner behind us, firing in both directions to see if the rifles could penetrate the armoured shields. And somewhere in the wall, there is one of these lead, they're called Minier bullets. And it's actually embedded in the wall. I don't know where it is though, I haven't found it. Phil found it. No, I haven't found it.
I haven't seen Phil.
That's
today.
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I have to put a ring round or something with some chalk.
There's
Yeah.
those date from about 1865,
Let's put a little
1866.
plaque next to it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Right. Shall we go in?
Lead on.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, look, they've got a gorgeous bits in.
Oh, I didn't count. I think it's about 9. Okay. Okay, don't forget, there's no toilets, no running water inside, so if you haven't been already.
Well, there is really one, so there shouldn't. Okay, we're going straight up these stairs. Okay, guys?
Yeah.
Toilet, cavity wall.
It's tortured very well, Jay. Huh? Cool, there's a lot of them. God, I was going to say in the others there's only about 50 odd. God. My torch is still on. Yeah.
Don't need it.
Cool, that's a work out and a half, isn't it?
Yeah.
was going to say, in the other Sally Ports, there's only about 50 stairs.
Fourth time today. You might want to turn your torch off. Otherwise your
One of
battery's
these
gonna
was
go.
a kitchen, wasn't it?
That's what I always do. I always leave the damn thing on and can't make any calls for the rest of the day.
Gorgeous, isn't it? Oh,
Designed so that if you get shelter relatively safe. So that's why terraplane is the place where the guns are kept. Because it means that anything that goes on the top of the terraplane or on top of the bit,
that's a secret.
the blast will go across the top rather than kill them. That's the intention. So it's all good works. But that's why we're sort of this is a great
Wow.
these are a series of barrack blocks that date from the early period of the fortifications. So these date from the very early period. You can always spot, certainly in Dover, the early period by the shape of the arch. So you get these elliptical arches rather than the flatter, rounder arches
Yeah,
that you will see on the later buildings.
yeah. It's right there for the round
Those are
arches.
round arches, and these are sort of
Yeah.
slightly more pointy. Press your friends. They were built as 4 barrack blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this end one was built as a cookhouse.
Yeah.
So the end one only originally went about a third of the size that it is now. It's extended when these were changed just after the Crimean War, so 1859 thereabouts. It was designed to house 50 men per block, so 200 men. By the Victorian period, certainly by the 1890s, you're looking at probably 19 men per barrack, with the changes that came in with the
Amazing, isn't it?
200 barracks.
Absolutely amazing, guys.
60s, somewhere around there, somewhere.
Isn't it? I always wanted to have a look up here.
Right.
I knew one of them was the
over
kitchen, though.
That was where the cookhouse was moved to, and that was changed. So you have a cookhouse, you have a warrant officer's quarter, and in the middle you have an ablutions block.
So it only ever said that
The
bit was a
ablutions block
cooking
before
place,
that
not
was
that, didn't it?
towards the front of the fort over there, now long gone, I'm afraid. The footings are probably still there. I think that when we did some geophysical work, we actually saw in the sort of shadow that came from the ground structure. We're going to go up onto the terraplane now.
I was just saying, I only ever said about that bit being the cooking bit, not that.
Well,
We're going that way later, don't worry.
it changed.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, it doesn't tell you everything when you sort of Google it or you sort of look up.
So much to know.
So much history, I love it. Wow.
We're going to go straight on to over there because
Yeah,
because
that's the secret bit, I guess.
It's not the secret. You get the big reveal over here.
Yeah.
Some people go that way and look over there, but nice view.
That's the gun bit, isn't it? There's a gun bit there, guys.
paused briefly here to talk about. We're going down there later, so I'll talk about it properly when we're down there. But this is the entrance passage.
At the end.
We're talking about it from above.
Wow. Gorgeous. That have been to clean it all, guys. Look. And just shove them in. Shove the guns in. Wow. Oh my god. That's amazing. Sorry. Try not to get you in there. She keeps ringing. I can't answer her because I'm filming. I did tell her that. You have to answer her. Oh my god, look. Oh my god, guys, look. It's the location of Roman Lighthouse. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. Sorry guys, I'm not talking a lot today, but I'm on a tour group, so I don't really want to talk too much on it, so I'm just showing you. It's amazing though. Absolutely amazing. Been dying to get in here. That was actually a lighthouse bit, it says.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lighthouse there. It is, yeah. I knew that bit, it used to be the kitchen, but I never knew that bit was. That's what I was saying to him. It doesn't actually say on YouTube that that bit was. Does it? Let's see. The bread's I know, it's amazing. Yeah,
It is, yeah.
absolutely amazing. That's what I was looking at just now. The port. I mean, you've got actually a bit down
So,
there.
one of the reasons for standing here is that when this was built, Dover's Harbour was there.
Have you been to that?
That was Dover's
There's a
Harbour.
lookout port down
That
the
harbour
bottom
was the new one.
there. There's just some stairs to
So
get to it.
that bit
Well,
doesn't happen
Down the
until
bottom there, I'll show you it later.
1908. That bit is Dover's Harbour when this is being built. So that's what we're defending. That's the there. Now this fortification was subordinate to the castle. So that was the main fortification. And all of the medieval walls along this side have been reduced to the top of the town. So that should the enemy capture the fortifications on this hill, they could fire into it. Along the seafront,
Just stopped it
where
filming
the
by accident.
carriageway is now, there was actually a moat. So Dover was
I just stopped it filming
defended
by
seriously
accident.
from
There's
the
that
seafront
bit
as
there.
well. Don't worry about the enemy. This is a saluting battery. This is for when ships come into the harbour, fire a salute. If they've got a number of countries. So you've got two saluting batteries. Then a later one that was added here. You can't see them to see it particularly, but over there you've got St Martin's battery, a later battery. We're going to go.
So we've been to that St Martin's battery.
Going to stand and make a name for him afterwards.
Yeah.
I'll send you.
So, I mentioned earlier that we've got a road lighthouse there. If you look at the
I
lighthouse,
think we'll just stop the film just then. I was filming and stuff. It's fun.
in front of it, there's some raggedy looking building,
Yeah.
big bell tower, and that's the road lighthouse there. Now, the story goes that there were two lighthouses at Dover, and then the entrance to Dover Harbour. So the entrance to Dover Harbour in the road there is midway between them. That's all very well, but we know that there were several harbours at Dover because onshore drift is a real problem on this coast. And every time you put a pier out, the shingle creaks round the end of it and blocks whatever you're doing. So the Romans built a big fort called Baptist Town, the fort of the Romans on this coast, guarding the channel, the main one being the Lloyd. And that was their base. But you can see that by the 3rd century that was adequate. And that wasn't adequate because I think they were getting the harbour blocking up. So they recovered some land in the centre of Dover and built a much bigger fort. And changed their harbour. So the Romans were in charge in Dover from, I don't know, 100 to 410. So you've got a very long period, 250 years.
Sorry about the wind, guys. We can't hear very well.
I'm not sure about the projecting units. I think it's more like a sequence of lighthouses. You've got one of the lighthouses being earlier than the other, and a new one being built to mark the entrance to the new harbour. It's just a theory. It's one I want to discuss. We don't know. Just a thought. So, the Romans stopped being in charge. Probably built a borough up on the hill there. And the shape of Dover Castle today is probably about so a dependent town around a big new church. That church dates from about 80. It's the largest of the late Saxon churches in Kent. It's a huge building. The thing to the left is the most interesting from my perspective. So about the picture. The thing to the left is the Henry II's Great Keep. It's the last and the most expensive of the great square keeps in Britain. It's surrounded by a from the top of that tower you can fire over the two other lines of defence. So you've got three lines of defence all firing at you at the same time. So it's a way of getting the maximum firepower across the waters. It's a massive great castle. It cost the Henry II's work cost about £6,000. The entire revenue at the time was if you think of the gross domestic product of this country, you think that they're spending the best part of 75% on one building. You can imagine how important that is. So it's enormous exercise. Henry II was in charge of not just Britain from Hadrian's Wall all the way down to here. He ran the Angevin Empire all the way down through to the border with Spain, and he did that off the back of a horse. I mean, it's just amazing what they could achieve. You don't realise how clever these people were when you start to think about the massive amount of administration for running something like that.
windy in here. Thought I was being taken off. We actually got another gunnery bit up there as well that I've been to. I'll take you up there. Up there's a gunnery bit. Huh? Oh, have you? No, you haven't. No, because we found it on the jazz. You haven't been to that one. You saw it probably on my videos. This is the secret bit. Magazine in it. Sorry. Try not to kill people. I just wonder what that hook was for.
I've paused here again for a purpose.
Sanctuary.
Oh, okay. Are we all in? Okay. I've paused here because you guys are all in the Georgian period and you guys are all in the Victorian period.
Wow.
And the evidence is here. You see that line that runs up the wall? Yeah? So what we have here is a typical Georgian magazine, which is always a freestanding magazine in a courtyard. The courtyard would be surrounded by either a wall or a bank. Again, that's so that should your magazine explode, it explodes upwards and not across your wall. The magazine at Gravity exploded and killed pretty much everybody in it. Not in the magazine, but in the fort. So it's a problem with fortifications where to store the gunpowder. Now, because we're expecting the enemy, the French, to land somewhere else and come around behind Dover, we need to put our magazine as far from the enemy as we can possibly get it. So we put it by the cliff edge because the enemy aren't out there, they're inland. But that becomes a problem as soon as the French start to experiment with steam power. And their first ironclad steamship was the La Gloire, and that changed the game. They were able to stand off Dover. You can't do it with a sailing ship, but with a steamship you can actually hold it in position. So you can sit off Dover and you can bombard it from the sea side. That starts to make things very inconvenient because you've got your magazine close to the cliff edge, i.e. right where the enemy's going to be able to hit it. So what do you do about that? Well, what you need to do about it is you need to bomb-proof it. Bomb-proofing in this instance doesn't mean worrying about things being dropped from aeroplanes, because of course aeroplanes haven't yet been invented. But it does mean bombs from mortars, so plunging fire. You've got guns that fire up and then the shell drops in, yeah? So you're worried about that because it goes over the top of your walls and drops into the middle of your fort and hits things like your magazine. So you need to bomb-proof the magazine, and what you do is you cover it with an earth covering. So you thicken the roof and you cover it. So that's what they've done here. So in the late 1850s, that's what they're doing to this magazine. They said, okay, we'll utilise the courtyard of the earlier magazine as a corridor to get round behind the back, so that we can put a lamp in the back of in the window at the back of the magazine to light it, because obviously you don't want a lit lamp in your magazine; it could be quite dangerous. You make this lighting passage. And what they've done is they've utilised the wall of the earlier magazine, covered it over, and then covered the whole thing over with an earth carapace, so a shell of earth to stop fire on the top doing damage to you. And to keep the thing ventilated, vents in the walls. Yeah?
Yeah.
So you've still got the earlier vents, that's a lamp. But so you've still got the earlier vents in this wall here. So those are the air vents into your cavity wall. So those are early ones. That's a lamp.
What was a bit of metal for?
I think that one's a scaffold pole, I think, that's been driven in at some point later on. So there were fortifications put on the top in the First and the Second World Wars.
Yeah.
And I think that scaffold pole has been driven in as part of that work. But I don't know. But it's certainly not, doesn't relate to that. Is the thing to say. There would have been a pipe, because at some point a gas lamp would have been put in there.
Yeah.
But that's long gone, I'm afraid.
Mm.
There is some
I was
evidence
just
of
thinking,
one on the thing on one of the windows further
Yeah.
around, but that's not it. That's a red herring, a scaffold pole. But if you do want to go and explore around the back, you can only get back this way though. So it's not straightforward. We're going to go into that magazine though now and have a look at it. Do ask questions. Don't stand on ceremony.
Yeah. Come. Was that it? Sorry. Yeah, I just wanted to have a quick look at that. Sorry. Could have been old doors on there as well, look.
And the magazine, as John said, exploded straight up. All that was left in the morning was a crater with a pair of boots in it, leaking coming out of the boots. And it took out half the Perun's wall and the fort as well.
It's magazines are dangerous places, very dangerous places. Right, and I suppose the thing to say is, for those of you who don't know, to be able to work in a magazine, you need to be wearing special clothes so that you don't have ferrous fittings on them. So no studs on your boots or anything like that, because if you strike a spark in the magazine, it's going to be you probably won't know what happens afterwards. The work in the magazine is making up charge bags to go into the expense magazines. So what you've got is muslin bags, calico bags, that you're pouring gunpowder into, measured amounts of gunpowder. And then those are capped off and sent to the expense magazines. So there's lots of loose gunpowder in the air. So you don't want to be making a mess. So what you have to do is, in a magazine you always have a gate, and you're not allowed beyond that gate until you've changed into your magazine. This one's a bit odd because it's got two shifting lobbies. That's where you shift your everyday clothes into your magazine clothes, because it's got the early shifting lobby in there,
buckets,
which
guys.
is the Georgian one, and it's got the Victorian one. Essentially, the rules are the same, because the problem is the same. You'll always spot, again, outside a magazine, you'll see fire buckets. Don't know what on earth you'll be able to do with it.
You would have
But you've got to find-
0.05 seconds to put the fire out before it explodes.
but that's how it works. So we'll now have a look inside.
You okay? Some more there as well. Fire buckets. My torch just started to die. There's another light up there.
You want to see it?
I know, I've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the main magazine. Those of you who paid attention earlier, I'm sure it's all of you, will remember that elliptically shape means that it's early. It's not one of the Victorian rooms. It's a investment of monuments. So this is a Georgian magazine, early in the war period. It's got the obligatory cavity wall, so there's the slits. Now the slits in the cavity wall, you won't be able to see straight through. They're offset, so you have a sort of you have a cavity, you have a slit here, and the other one's offset, so you can't actually get air directly through. And then that is a window. Those of you that went around the back will have noticed that it has a proper Georgian window sill and top to it, but it's been turned into a lamp. So it would have a solid piece of glass on this side and an oil lamp on the other side in the early Victorian period. And then in the later Victorian period, when this was fitted with gas, you would have a gas lamp. But again, behind a solid sheet of glass, because you don't want fire in your magazine. Is that making some sense? Yeah. Okay, shall we go and have a look at one here?
Yeah, guys. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I know. Wow. It's amazing, isn't it? Sorry.
That's all right for it.
Sorry, I was trying not to get you in the film. Are you okay with being? Sorry, it's just. I always ask who it's okay to be on in film. Yeah, this one's rubbish. You allowed around that bit?
See them afterwards.
Yeah. Because we didn't go round that bit, did we, all down there? Hey. I went in that bit. Wondering what that is. Wondering what that is.
Gallows.
Or someone hanging someone.
I saw them downstairs and I think that's signs.
You never know. I was saying I don't know what these bits of wood are for. Yeah.
I forgot, just came.
Yeah, I think so. I thought you got to go round it all. Oh, they're there. Lovely, aren't they? Yeah, I said it was Napoleon.
And these are modern make cabins.
All this is Napoleon. Huh? Sorry? What did you say?
We'll come back up this way and I can talk you through everything you see there in a minute. So come this way for now. Oh, right, okay. Right, we're ready. We're going downstairs. You're
Checking that video?
Yeah.
I'll look over this all down here.
This torch is out here, it's not working. Good, it's alright, do. Don't worry. No, it's alright, do.
Don't have to press the buttons.
No, I know, down the stairs now, let's go to another bit. A lot of steps. I just got wet. Wow.
I'll do the same because I've seen. Okay, we're inside.
Sorry. Sorry.
There was a French lady on one of my talks a little while ago who says I pronounced it incorrectly, so I'm not. In England, we couldn't on you, but actually it should be pronounced from you. Because it's a feminine word. So, there you go. This is where the guns were that I was talking about earlier. We're standing on a reconstructed floor. This is the right height. You can see how deep the floors are there. You see what these floors sit on. So, on either side of it, there's a handy one that someone put here earlier. Would have been carronade. That's a carronade. It's a replica carronade, but it's actually a metal one. It might look like a small thing. requires an £18 charge down the ditch. So that's looking out of a loophole. The loophole, when not in use, would be blocked by a sash, a wrought iron sash, and you only raise that sash when you want to fire the gun.
Are you allowed to have a look round?
Either side, in this case, just on one side, you have a vision so you can see whether the enemy is there or not. So it's that part. When you look at the sash, you fire the gun. Obviously, when you're reloading, you need that gun, that sash closed, so the enemy can't fire back.
Sorry. Wow, you can see right outside. Oops, sorry. Walking into the man. Sorry. Wow, guys, look. Sorry. Sorry. Well, these to keep all the gun stuff in.
Sorry?
Where all these gun rooms keep all the gun stuff
This is your expense magazine.
in. Yeah.
So this is where you keep your ready to use ammunition.
Yeah.
So that's why it's air
Yeah,
vents.
yeah, that's what I thought, yeah.
So the ammunition here is ready to use
Yeah.
for the carronades.
Yeah. Wow. Look at the gun there, Jay. Wow. Shall I shoot you, Jay?
You need shooting.
That's all very nice, Jay. Look at that. An old Napoleon.
I've got clothes and play with the rifle as well, can it's only a replica.
Yeah.
But if you stick it through the slits,
Plum shot, I was for filming.
apart from the fact that it's scared to death anybody walking outside.
Go and put it through there and see.
What you notice when you put it through the sticks is you haven't actually got any movement. You can't move to the left, you can't move to the right.
No, it's not a lot, is it? No.
No. I knew they were shooting this.
Okay.
Oh, how'd you? Sorry. Oh gosh. Yeah. Jane did shot that.
So every slit is angled slightly differently.
Amazing.
So the rifleman-
Yeah.
So the riflemen here are not even aiming, they're just literally pointing, firing, loading,
It's all the
pointing,
old
firing.
strap in it as well. Are you taking over my channel now?
That's an 1853 pattern Enfield rifle, so that was the first standardised rifle for every soldier in the British Army.
Cool. There you go.
There you go, guys.
Do you have a play if you want to?
It's amazing. Isn't it? She's too short Did you get me shooting you?
Did you shoot anyone?
Yeah, I shot you.
No, so I just thought they would be.
You make me want to
But
shoot
when
you.
you've got, imagine the soldiers burning that, and you've got 48 rounds of ammunition, a backpack, a water bottle, a haversack. Well, it's carrying quite a lot of stuff.
Don't know, my face then.
So if you put it on the rifle slits, what the level system can't actually. Not like that.
Rest it you in the face there, babe.
Okay, not quite the right technique.
Huh?
Like, yeah, just hit a fire, innit?
Yeah, you cannot move it left or right. You literally
Yeah.
you should be pushing it a little further back. That's your shoulder base. That needs to be your shoulder. Move it further forward. That's better.
Where would you want it? Like,
Yeah.
Down, literally got up and down.
So once you've done that, you have no movement. You can't move left, you can't move right.
it's not even like an aim.
No, you can't even aim properly with it. No. I think they're mainly for women, so we can't aim at the men.
It's nearly as tall as I am. It is as tall as I am.
They actually made shorter versions for shorter soldiers. That's the long version.
You keep getting it with
In the like that.
You left-handed?
Yeah.
You can't fire it left-handed. It's
Oh,
you have
yeah.
to fire it right-handed.
Well, I'm out the army.
There's no choice. You have to fire it right-handed. Leave it in the corner. There's no funny noise. Pick it up and walk into it. Anybody else fancy playing?
Yeah.
You can only fire it right-handed.
Oh wow. Yeah, you can only fire it right-handed, guys, not left-handed.
Body parts.
Hmm?
Body parts.
Body?
Body parts.
Where?
Over there.
Oh, wonder what you was on about then, body parts.
That little fireplace.
Huh? Yeah, I know. Amazing. Yeah, look, Joe, we can get up the top there. No, you coming up? No, are you coming up? How'd you get up there? Where? Up where? What, up here? Okay, guys. All up the top bit here now. Look.
Do you want me to kill himself times 2? Yeah. There's a step here that you can see and you can see. Immortal. Oh, you go to do it.
Yeah, one step.
Sorry. Here you go, guys. And we'll video this one.
This is wonderful because the only body is not complete floors in place. The other body is we've got damage to the floors which we can't
stairs. I suppose they would have been little benches, wouldn't they? Oh. That's where we just come from over there. Sorry. Amazing, isn't it, Jay? Jay? I said it's amazing, isn't it? I went up that bit, didn't we?
Sorry, it's a right for them.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else up there, no. Just the old torches, guys, look.
What was the name of the
Go
slate?
back down.
Another question for the anoraks amongst us is, why are they made of slate? And I've heard all sorts of stories about that. Some people say that it's because slate doesn't strike a spark. Some people have said it's a sort of slightly non-slip surface. I'm not sure about that. You do see it in quite a lot of forts at this period, but you also see it in Woolwich Cemetery, the bridging of gaps. So I think that was just fashionable to use large slabs of slate to bridge gaps at that period when this fort was being built. But that's again, I'm more than happy to be shot on that subject because I don't know the answer. I've heard a number of possible stories.
The holes, whether it was if they had wood around. So it's
Uh,
too a lot of wood at the end, whereas have
Excellent. Good question. The answer is not original. The wooden surrounds seem to date from the last war when this place would have been used at least briefly as a barrack for soldiers. And the last war we were worried about aircraft and we were worried about the blackout. And there's your answer. Blackout. So shall we go back up onto the surface? Sorry about the steps. Only a couple more flights.
Lots of steps.
not that unfit, no.
Yeah, this one and that one illustrates the main entrances which neither of which existed. The top is all the addresses.
These models are all Andy's work. So questions about the models for Andy, please. He's
And if you're around next week, I'll do garden tours of the north. You haven't booked it already, please do so quickly. When you start, when you're
Does
at his
guided
age,
tours and
so
there, other ones.
Alright.
Ask him what one you want to do.
There are certain elements of this I probably have to make 3 times. I've had to do this bit at least twice because the first one wasn't good enough. But I ended up, but the one I built originally actually ended up putting it in front of our volunteers who were present. But the wonderful thing about this is, as I say, none of these buildings survive anymore. So that's basically just 4 plans. There are a few, yeah, but they have to sort of so that's not so the other points which still takes that. So that's the that's the sound entrance. And then that's the reverse as well.
When are you doing the tour for this?
Next week, Saturday and
week.
Sunday, next week. Oh, right. Yeah. They are booking up really fast. We have to get you to book in advance because we have to control the numbers going through. But if you get onto our Facebook group, you on the Facebook group?
No, we did it through the app there.
Okay. If you can find the Facebook group, we haven't got the link have we, for Eventbrite.
I haven't got it.
No. Okay. So you really need to look on the event, or if you get onto Eventbrite and actually scroll through their summary of events, you should be able to find it that way.
Yeah.
It's definitely there.
Yeah. So I don't know exactly how many places are left. There was about 100 places left earlier in the week. Yeah. So they are going quite quickly if you can.
The other mode, one of
The ditch.
I don't know, it's
Uh-huh.
the different, the overgrown one.
Yeah, that's the ditch. If you come up the road from Dover, and then the road curves around that because it's being cut through here. But the original route of the road followed where people park their cars now. And that would lead through to this entrance. So you can get to that end. Just about, yeah. You'll see the photographs in the little folders there.
When I was kids, we used to get in there.
Oh, yeah.
Keep looking at the
Well, I say this is where we're going to be taking tours through next weekend. So if you can get onto the website and try and find the Eventbrite link, do it.
Yeah.
So I know they're going fast.
We'll be going in this bit here as
Exactly.
well. Yeah, see, I've not been in that bit yet.
So there's a network, you follow the tunnel through to the end, there's a network of
Yeah.
gun rooms at the bottom, the old water tanks inside the hill there as well. And the other one's the gate that used to stand on the south side of the hill.
Yeah,
So the gate's
yeah,
been
I know,
demolished, and that's where the car park is now, the viewing car park. But surprisingly, apart from the gate, virtually all the rest of our structure still
Yeah,
exists.
it is still there, yeah.
But it's a bit hard to find.
Yeah.
So that's the structure at the bottom, is the ditch.
You know, before we end it, there's a little concrete slab before we go to the
Okay, there's lots of things which change. Most of them are the same. Is that the entire track, the cylinder track that comes out to the entrance is all the same. It needs to be there because the only way to access the track is up the flight stairs, which is the tree that slab at the top. There's like a concrete ramp. Again, I think it's probably but there's a slab, a horizontal slab. I think that may have been from some sort of generator in relation to the searchlights.
Guys, that's what the gate used to look like. You've seen in some of my videos, the Archcliffe Gate.
It's what we did in September. If you want our Facebook page, there is a link for it from there. But if you still do that, try to sort of go back there to find it. You can see literally one to every half an hour, 20
Jay?
Trying to find her.
It's up to you. So we go next. Are we done now? Are we done now? Because I'm still filming it at the minute. Shall I stop filming? Oh yeah.
Okay, shall I sort of pull people together again?
Is that a tank thing?
It says Victoria Reading from
So it's not just a single no, just it's fine.
Yeah. So what we're going to do now is just have a quick trip down into the officers' quarters, and then that's probably it for today, I'm afraid. So we'll just go and do that. I need to catch people up, please. Not on the wall, that's definitely the intention, yeah. Wandering in.
So the only way to get in on Sunday is from work.
Unless you're a volunteer wanting to do work.
There's a
So
line.
just around it says it's got people doing stuff. So because we're here anyway, it just seems rude not to about that. But we can't manage people just turning up because it just doesn't work. So we have to do that.
That's what I did.
We're going to the officers' quarters now, and then that's it.
Well, that used to be the kitchen, guys. That bit there, and then it was moved over to there.
I wanted handhold.
Right, let's go look at the officers' quarters,
Backfield.
and then we'll give it a hand torch. We might need to the stairs going on.
quarters.
This is the entrance to the court over here. So those doors there, that onto the swing bridge that I was talking about earlier on the original ditch. So all of the stuff that needs to go onto the court comes in through those doors. The way we came in through the Sally Court isn't the normal way in. That's not the normal track. And some of you will have heard me standing above here say all of the soldiers will go up that staircase there, and that footing there is an iron railing, so that sort of demarks that route in. Over there is officers. These things off over here are administrative officers and this sort of thing. That's a locker, that's the guard room, that's a set of cells. So you've got 3 separate sections to that thing. And as I said earlier, outside the guard room, you will always find buttons. So that's what that is. Some of you will have heard me whittering on about the Roman lighthouse. The footings of the Roman lighthouse are just in here. So we'll go in here and have a look at it, and I'll sort of explore it further. So torches probably needed.
No, you're fine, hon. I'd already showed it a bit.
This was the regimental office. We have a photograph of this room in use, and with that Victorian fireplace with the VR stamp on it. That is quite kind of pointing out for us, with the crown above, Queen's crown above it. The thing that I brought in, I came in here to show you though, is this. This is Roman mortar. This is the base of the Roman lighthouse, and it stuck out to about here when it was excavated in the 1860s. There's a wonderful photograph of an archaeologist in a top hat with a pit prop here, holding it up. But what they've done is they've cut it off and put the remains on the top to mark where the lighthouse was. Roman mortar is known as Opus Signum, and it's they've asked me for a little translation because I don't know the answer. And it's sort of pinky mortar. You'll see it in a lot of Roman buildings if you visit all the Roman buildings. So that's how we know what it is. It contains Roman mortar. This building was adapted in the last war and used for gas training. So that's why you've got showers over here in the means of getting the water away. So what you're doing is you're being exposed to things like mustard gas. You're coming in here and washing yourself down and out. We were expecting in the last war the Germans to use poison gas and the bombs with poison gas. Okay. Do wander around and explore. I'll meet you in 5 minutes or so, and we'll go back up the top and out. But do come and ask me if you've got questions. I'm just outside.
Down here. Door.
You go with that one, please.
It's probably like not a fireplace, but sort of freestanding cast iron wood burners. You'll notice up there as well, there's fragments of black material, which is old gas curtain from the Second World War to gas-proof all the openings in the building. I'll get out of the way.
Sorry. Yeah, I know. Internal cells.
That's not a
For
car.
you in.
You're off duty, you're allowed to pick truck. What you're not allowed to do is go back to the barrack room and disturb everyone else that's sleeping. So you get locked up in here instead. And then the next morning when they have the AM parades, 6 o'clock in the morning, you will be missing from parade. You will locked up, so you'll be on charge for dinner.
Cells, guys.
Catch 22, you can't move it.
Holding cells.
Quite spooky when you go in and you see they shut the door behind you, you're almost in complete darkness as well. This is our carpentry workshop because our carpenter is a wizard.
Oh,
All
right.
the floors that you've seen,
Yeah.
he's put in himself.
Oh,
'Cause
wow.
10 years ago there were no floors left in any of the rooms anywhere.
God, I bet. Yeah, a lot of them get destroyed, don't they?
So this gives you an idea of where the floor level was. This is the correct floor level.
Yeah.
This has obviously been excavated out since the floor's been
Yeah.
missing. This is the underfloor. There's wonderful detail. I don't know if you can see in this room.
Oh,
These fireplaces
fireplaces.
are wonderful.
Yeah.
They have a box that sits behind the wall above the fireplace
Oh, right.
with a pipe that runs down. Would run. Oh, there it is. You can just see the ceramic pipe on the floor there.
Oh, right,
So that would have
yeah.
run out to the front of the building and emerged as an air brick.
Hmm.
So when you're burning wood in the fire or coal in the fire, it's heating up the air
Yeah.
in the box.
Yeah.
The hot air comes out through the vent at the top,
Yeah.
sucks fresh air back in from outside. So you've actually got
God.
not just fire making heat, you've got
Yeah.
a circulatory system putting fresh air in the room as well. Because it probably stank a bit.
I bet. That's why they've got all the holes up there in the ceiling.
The guy asked if you could just do a
And
little
in
bit.
this
Yeah.
room, because it's the guard room, you had a hot air cupboard here.
Yeah, gosh.
So, because you have a sentry standing outside,
Hmm.
24 hours a day. Not one person, but they obviously do 8-hour shifts or 4-hour
Yeah.
shifts. Winter, summer, rain, snow, whatever. So when the sentry comes off duty, he's freezing cold, he's dripping wet.
I bet.
He would be allowed to sleep in here, take his greatcoats and whatever off that's soaking wet, put them in a hot air cupboard to heat up
Yeah,
and dry
warm
out.
up, yeah. Gosh.
You think that Victorian soldiers lived in squalid, rough conditions because everyone gets out. It's not true. They were looked after and they had far better living conditions than their families would have done at home.
Yeah.
In a
Don't
place
surprise
like
me,
this,
probably better off than some of
Soldiers
them.
had running water.
Yeah.
They had toilets that flush. they had baths. It became compulsory for soldiers in barracks to have a bath once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, because you've got the old social club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, you're right, there was a big movement towards the end of the 19th century.
It's just over there, you've got to look out as well, what used to be for the soldiers.
Yeah. But it became quite common in the army at the end of the 19th century to support soldiers who didn't drink.
Yeah.
So you had a temperance club. So one of the buildings up at the other end of the Western Heights was actually a temperance club for the soldiers to go of an evening without alcohol.
Yeah.
They had a lecture room down in front of us at the old barracks.
Yeah,
so that
because
if
you've
you were
got,
about
like
to
I
go
said,
off
you've got the other one. Oops, that's still on.
if you're about to
Just
send your
stop.
soldiers out to Africa to fight the Zulus or whatever, you could actually take them into the lecture halls and explain to them why they were going out to Africa to fight the Zulus.
Yeah.
You know, you educate your soldiers. It became compulsory for soldiers to be able to read and write. And if you joined the army and you were illiterate, they would teach you to read and write.
This would be good, wouldn't it? Just a little bit of filming.
Yeah,
Lovely place, though.
it is. Like I said, I've always wanted to come in here. Because you've actually got 3 Sally ports. You've got the one down the bottom there as well, right down the thing.
Of the ditch, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2, they're called posterns. So there was one at that ditch and there's one at the bottom of the ditch
Yeah,
from the Archcliffe Gate. Because
Yeah.
technically there was a public footpath that ran through there. It existed long before the fortress was even built.
yeah.
So technically you had to have the Jeffreys to walk
so I've
through.
seen-
Yeah, lovely old gates
we're
on
urban
them.
explorers and that.
Yeah, so I've been in them.
A lot of videos, and they tell us that when they built that road, they took a lot away, which they shouldn't have done.
I wish they hadn't taken the old gateway bit away. That was gorgeous.
The gate itself, yeah, but the gate itself was so narrow you could barely drive a truck through it.
But all the it looked like a castle and that.
It was
lovely.
very clever. It's because again, it's only 1860s, but the architect that designed it, a fellow called Can, if you stood in front of it and looked at it, you would see Dover Castle in the distance.
Yeah.
And you could see how he's paralleled the towers of Dover Castle when he built the gate.
Yeah. Yeah, so much history, isn't there? It's lovely.
Was this is the tour finished now then? Or?
Yeah, I think we're just heading back up.
You want to do
Yeah,
a little bit of filming?
that's the original gate over
Yeah.
there. Yeah, which you can see from the
From the
other
outside,
side.
And again, you've got open sewers for all the foul rainwater and water from the kitchens just running down here.
Yeah. It's lovely, isn't it? It's amazing. I like the old gun over there. Jay, I can't see where I'm going. You turn the torch off. Does that when you're doing out a torch? Quite a lot of steps. Hell of a lot. No, it's beautiful, isn't it? Look at the old steps. Little bucket, guys. Sorry. Love the outdoors. There would have been another one on there at some point.
almost had the same makeup.
Oops. Huh? Yeah, I said there was gates there. You can tell there was gates there because of the top bit. I'm just going to go and have a look round here, baby.
So the valves here for the spring comes down. Right. And then wavy guns coming across the drawbridge up top down. Yeah, alright, well, very right.
God, wow. Gun. No, isn't it? Yeah, guys, toilet there. Which was used for a toilet. Wow, this place is amazing. Sorry I haven't spoken much today, guys. Wow. Look at that, guys. If anyone knows what they were up there, please leave in a comment below. Wow, guys. Amazing places. So these were toilets.
This was the double store for this Tommy up, right? And that's just a ventilation point around the back. You see the
Couple of guns there that they would used. Shoot out there.
Take the door, placed out there, Chesapeake. Because I've been half an hour down the village. Brilliant, thank you very much. Do you think I was going to be fine again? Hacking the wall down to get the dog out. Oh, brilliant.
Okay. I don't know where he went.
We do voluntary working. I might actually sign up to do a bit of that.
Yeah.
You notice strange things like that. Who designs that? Because how are you going to...
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah.
You'd have to be a bit short. Well, a bit taller, I suppose.
The exact middle on the other side, they cut it down.
Yeah.
They made the gun loop down to here, but this one...
That's a good thing with obviously what you do is you help preserving this stuff. So you do all of the like for Burgoyne as well.
Yeah, I've done a bit of that as well.
Yeah, that's another place.
Yeah.
Stuff for National Trust. We have an underground group thing I do.
What's that?
I'm involved in Kent Underground research groups as well, so we do stuff all over Kent as well. So
Yeah.
just wish I had more hours of the day.
Are we done? I've seen in there.
Did you go right in there?
Yeah, I went all in that.
Was it's good enough for your chat, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's all the steps, guys. But amazing place. Yeah, I'm still filming now, so there you go, guys. What about down there? Are we allowed to look down here? Are we allowed to look down here?
Not really, that's all up. It's just a dumping ground down there, so it's just all our tools and things down that one. Not as nice as the other one you went down.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, what original doors there?
So why in the 1860s were they using stone?
There you go, guys. That one's got the old latch on it. You don't see that very often on a lot of them.
Using wood over it.
Right, thank you, guys.
I don't know the answer. No, thank you for coming.
No.
That's all right. Yeah, how do we get onto that? Hang on, just